So in this particular video, guys, I'm going to show you exactly how to go about the cutting or the pattern for this particular waistcoat or body vest. It's actually a very easy tutorial and a very interesting one, something you'll be interested in. So you want to make something like this and you're finding it difficult, so this is a very easy way you can make this. Please take note, you can actually apply this same pattern on your fabric. Okay, so all you need to do is stick with me to the end of the video to see exactly how I made this. And if it's your first time in my channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Let's move into the video proper. I have my paper and all my equipment for the drafting of this pattern. I've also folded my papers for the front and the back. So now I'm going to start with the front pattern, and I'm just going to take my top line. As you can see, please take note, this is a miniature pattern. Okay, this is not my exact measurement, it's actually a miniature pattern. So go ahead and use your own pattern and apply your own divisions and everything to get this. So I'm going to be getting a normal bodice like this now. So what I'm getting like this is my shoulder measurement, which is 4 inch. So that makes it miniature, just a small size pattern. So 4 inch up, 4 inch down, and another 4 inch here. So I'll go ahead and connect it. So like I said, go ahead, use your own particular measurement, which is for a normal adult, it's supposed to be 16 inch divided by 2 will give you 8 inch. So that will be your shoulder. So in case you're finding it difficult to draft a bodice, check the description box. You're going to see exactly how I drafted a very basic bodice that is very nice, that you can always use anytime on your drafting. So for my bust point, I'm using 5 inch here. Okay, so 5 inch, and I'm just going to connect it like this. And equally, in case you're finding it difficult, like I said earlier on, check the description box and you're going to see other of my videos that you can learn how to draft these patterns very easy. Then I'm going to come down by 7 inch here for my waist, or the half cut or half length, anyone how you understand it. So that is the waistline. So from that particular one, after rolling it together, I'm just going to go ahead and come down again by 11.5. This particular 11.5 is the full front length measurement, but the actual full front length measurement, the actual measurement for this, actual length measurement for this is 9.5. So I'm using 11.5 on the front because we are going to be shaping the front side. Okay, remember this is a waistcoat, so it's just going to be a little bit below the waist. So it's more like it's stopping on the lower waistline. So now I'm curving to get my armhole, and after I'm through with that, I'll move on to the next step, which is applying my measurements. Here I have 4 inch for my waist measurement. That is dividing my waist by 4. I have 4 inch, and then I'll get my shoulder slant as you have seen me already do. Then I'll proceed to check the depth I want this V to be. That is the depth you want your neck to have. Okay, if you want your neck to be revealing some part of your cleavage, you can make it deeper. So mine, I just used 4.5 inch to do it, and then I use 2 inch to move inward. So normally you can use 3 inch to move in on the neck width, or you can use 3.5. Yes, it's okay. So now I'm getting my bust palm, that is my bust palm divided by 2, and I'm applying. I have 2.5 here. Please, like I said, make use of your own measurement to get your own bust palm, divide it by 2 and apply. And take note, you must not use the actual bust palm measurement. You can decide to make it lesser. Okay, so now for the tightening here, I'm using 0.75. okay, I'm using 0.75. So if you observe, I'm taking the arm sky of my armhole, so to get the midway in order to get my curve. I'm going to equally apply whatever I have down there, that is 0.75 by 2, that is 0.325. So I'm applying it on both ways. Then I'll go ahead and connect it like this, making use of my ruler. I'll equally apply it here again, so there will be no confusion. Okay, there will be no confusion. So now what I'm going to do next here is to use my ruler like this and just connect it. But before I do that, I'm going to use my long ruler here to connect. So when I connect it like this, I will now use the French curve and curve it inward. So if you notice very well, I still have my measurements in order. So I'll go ahead now and curve this like this, connect it like so, which is very nice. Please guys, help me to ignore the noise on the background. Okay, sometimes it's just like that. Okay, so now after I connect this like so, the next thing I will do is, you can see now we have a curve. You can see that this is just looking exactly like a dart, a very nice dart. So this particular middle part is going to be cancelled out, but I'll still curve it in like this so that you will not get confused. Please, as you are enjoying this, please don't forget to like. Please don't forget to like and comment. Drop your comments and ask questions if you don't understand, because I might not be able to explain everything at once, like cover every explanation. So remember to ask questions. I'm going to move upward by 2 inches here. That is on the midway or on the center front or fold. Okay, to curve it like this. So now look at the way my hand is going. That will tell you what my next move is all about. Okay, so like I said, the actual measurement for this is 9.5 because it's just going to be between my waistline and lower waist. So this is 9.5. I have it here like this. Now this is the actual measurement for this. So now what I'm going to do, the reason for this is because it is a waistcoat. It's not meant to be below your waistline, anything around your waist. So it's stopping at the lower waist. Normally, if you want to get your lower waist from your actual waistline, you just have to come down by 4 inches, okay? But depending on the size of your stomach, but every average person, 4 inch works. So when you come down by 4 inches, it will stop exactly at your waist, lower waistline. So after applying my measurements, I will go ahead and connect it just the way you are seeing like this. Then I will now connect it back like this. Okay, so I will take this 0. That is the data I have here. I'll bring it out here and replace it. Please guys, this is very necessary. No matter how small the dart is, always remember to replace it, or else it might eat into the allowance, the seam allowance you will add. So I will go ahead and equally add maybe like extra 1 inch to the seam allowance. I'm just doing this, okay, so that you can also know what to do. And take note, it's not a must you add your seam here. You can add it on your fabric, but it's more important to take out your dart. So what I'll do now is to connect it. Then after you finish connecting it, the next thing, guys, if you observe closely, you'll notice that something is missing out here. Now if you are observing very closely, you will notice that something is really missing out here, which we are going to point out later. So the next thing I'm going to do is, after I'm through with this, I'm going to curve this inward like this. I'll move this in by this side by 2 inches again. Okay, so I'm getting the actual 9.5. So that is the actual length of this particular waistcoat. So I'll connect it like this, and then I have it looking this way. You can see it's really nice. Then I'll go ahead and connect my V9, that is a V-neck, and connect it, and then I'll trace this out. I'll trace it to reflect on the other side. Okay, you know this is a pattern work, so I want you to see the outcome, the full outcome of it on the other side. So this is it after I finish tracing it, and I've also used my pencil for it. So the next thing is to cut it out. But before I do that, guys, I am supposed to show you exactly why we don't have a zip allowance or a button allowance, which is this particular point here, the midway. Okay, normally when you stitch it, this is how it's going to be appearing if you stitch it. Okay, now the button and the zip is not running away because it's a pattern and it has a technique which I'm going to do very soon. So for the back side, after this, I'm supposed to take this now and get the back. Okay, but I decided I'm not going to, there will be no need of me getting the back anymore, ever since what I'm going to be doing on the back is exactly what I have on the front. The only difference that the only thing that is going to change on the back is the neckline. So I'm not going to be using the V neckline. I'll be using just the normal leg, just shaping it by 1/2 inch or 1 inch. Then below here, this part you see me make use of the ruler. That part, that is the 9.5, which is the actual line where the waist goes stop. That's where it stops. Just rule a straight line, or you can use your French curve and connect it both ways like this. Okay, this what I'm showing you is exactly what you're going to do on the back. The only two things that will change. Aside that, every other thing applies. The dart, the curve and everything applies. So the neck, you use your normal 1 inch shaping or 1/2 inch shaping or 0.5 to just shaping it to have a normal back neck. And then for the down part, you are using the 9.5 to get the length. Okay, so the front has extra inch because of the curves there. All right, so I hope you understand that now. So now go ahead and cut it out. If you're enjoying this video, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell for more updates. Okay, I really want to see you come back to my page and check out some of my wonderful videos. Okay, I want to see you come back every now and then to see my latest tutorial. So if I cut it out like this and cut this one out just like this, guys, this is how it looks. It's looking really nice. Then I will take this center front and I will go ahead and equally trim out the shoulder slant. Normally this center front is supposed to be an unfold, so if you are cutting it on your fabric direct, make sure that you leave a front side for your zip or button allowance. That is extra 1 inch or 2 inch for button allowance. Okay, this is because it's a pattern work. You can decide to use pattern and make yours too, but if you are cutting it direct on your fabric, which is the one part that is necessary, make sure that you add your zip allowance to it. Like, you let it be the part of what you are starting to draft. You are not going to do it this same pattern method. So I'm going to divide this by 2 now properly. The back side is going to be unfold. You don't need zip, you don't need button for the back. Okay, but the front has a button or a zip depending on the one you want to use. So now what I'm going to do, I've got some papers that I'm just going to paper tape to this front side. Can you see how I did it? All I need to do is just to match it to that point, from the point A to the point B down to where the buttons are meant to be. So this is like a 1 inch button allowance. I call it button or zip allowance because I can choose to use any one for it. So if you want zip, you can use zip. If you want button, you can use button. So now, from the look of this, the way I'm even taping this, from the way I cut this, you already know that this is a very easy thing to, you know, cut and to sew. Just when you are cutting it on freehand, be careful about it. So when you move this inward like this, can you see how it's looking? It's looking really nice. Now, can you see? If this is a zip, all you need to do is just zip it up and you have a nice look. So I'm just going to go ahead now and, you know, stitch this together with the tape. Let's see the outcome of it. I hope you're enjoying this video. I drop new videos every Mondays. So remember to check me out every Mondays to see my latest tutorial. And also check out my other videos, guys. So guys, this is the final outcome of this. It's really nice, really nice. And that is all for this. For the back side, you don't need any much, like I said. Just follow what I directed. Thank you so much and see you in my next video. Bye.